Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm glad you came back for another video, and I look forward to spending this time with you today. Let's get in here in this kitchen and make something else for Thanksgiving. Now this one today is probably one of my favorites for the holidays. It's just about the only time that it's ever made around here, but it's definitely a favorite, among a few of us at least. Today's recipe is one of my absolute favorites for the holidays. It's one that is very simple to make. I'm going to be taking my favorite recipe for this, and I'm going to be scaling it down so that it makes a significantly smaller amount. For this recipe, you're going to need some type of hash browns. Now you can use frozen, that's normally what I use. These are not frozen. These were in the refrigerated section, but they were on sale, so that's what I bought. But you need a hash brown of some sort. You can use cubed, you can use shredded, doesn't really matter. You're going to need onion, sour cream, cream of chicken soup, butter, shredded cheese, salt, pepper, and I'm going to be using some panko breadcrumbs for my topping. I normally would use crushed Ritz crackers on top. That is absolutely delicious that way. But this recipe actually calls for breadcrumbs, and I have some panko breadcrumbs from a previous video hanging out in my pantry. So I'm going to use the breadcrumbs because these breadcrumbs right here are really good. So I'm hoping that they turn out really good in this casserole. And just in case I didn't tell you what we're making a hash brown potato casserole. Absolutely delicious. So let's go. Now first thing you want to do is get you a mixing bowl. And then you want to take your hash brown potatoes. Now I'm not using this whole bag. It's a 20-ounce bag, and I'm going to use about 12 ounces of this. I actually weighed it out so I would know how much I was using. The rest of this, I've got plans for the rest of these hash browns, so stay tuned for that video. But you want to take 12 ounces of your hash browns, or about 2.5 to 3 cups. It's in that neighborhood somewhere. Put them in that bowl. Now you want to take your cream of chicken soup. I opened this can, but we're only going to use half of this can for this recipe. Now you want to take you some sour cream. Mine is the light version. You can use whatever kind you want. Mine's been opened. Stir it around a little bit. But I'm going to use big heaping spoons. I'm going to do 1. We're going to do 3. Now you want to take about 2 tablespoons of butter, and you want to melt it down. Just melt it down in the microwave. I've got my 2 tablespoons of butter. Now don't put your butter away, because you're going to need some here in just a little bit after we get this mixed up. You just want to take your melted butter and just pour in there with everything else. Now you want to take some onion, and you want to chop this onion up in there. Just use however much you want, and if you don't like onion, don't put onion in it. Now you want to take you some salt, season to taste. Just add you some salt in. And some pepper. Now you want to go ahead and get this stuff mixed together. Just stir it around, get it well combined. Now you want to take you some shredded cheese. Use whatever you've got. You can use cheddar cheese. If you want it kind of spicy, use a pepper jack. I always have Fiesta blend cheese in my refrigerator. This is our go-to, so I use this. I don't buy anything special. Just use what you have. But you're going to go in with probably about 4 to 6 ounces. Just put however much cheese you want in your hash brown casserole. I'm going to start with that. I'm going to get it stirred up. If I think it needs more cheese, we'll add some more. It does need a little bit more cheese, so we're going to go in with a little bit more. Just a little handful. And I think that's going to be just right. We'll move on to the next step. Okay, you want to take you a casserole dish. I'm just using an 8x8. You want to take you some butter. You just want to grease this casserole dish real good. You could use nonstick cooking spray if you want to. I just choose to use butter with this. There you go. And in case I forgot to tell you again, I'm pretty good at that. You're going to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. Now you want to take your hash brown casserole mixture that you got over here in your bowl. And you just want to dump it in your casserole dish. You just want to get that spread out in there. It's about the perfect size for an 8x8. Now, if you're making this for a crowd, you're going to want to use a 9x13, and you're going to want to at least double this recipe. You're going to want to use a big bag. But I'm not making this for a crowd. I'm making this so I can have leftovers. And this will feed at least 2 people with leftovers. So, okay, now you want to take your breadcrumbs, and you just want to sprinkle these all over the top. Just put however many you want. I want a nice generous amount. I like a nice coating on the top. Now you want to take you about a half a stick of butter and you want to melt this down. Now you can do this however you want to. You can just pour it around the top if you want to. That's not how I do it because I usually get too much in one area if I do it that way. So I'm just going to take mine. I'm going to take a spoon and I'm just going to drizzle this butter all over the top of this. I seem to miss a lot of spots when I just pour it on. Or I'll have one spot that has entirely too much butter and one spot that don't have any. So you do it how you want to do it though. You can just pour it on there if that's the way you want to do it. But you want to get that top covered in that butter. There you go. Now we're going to pop this in the oven for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Start checking it at 1 hour. You want the top to be golden brown. Got my hash brown potato casserole fresh out of the oven. Look how delicious that looks. I'm going to set this to the side, let it cool for a few minutes. I'm going to show you the inside of this hash brown casserole. Look how good that looks. Still letting this cool. The topping's nice and crunchy. Can't wait to dive into that. We're going to make us a little cranberry sauce. We're not using fresh cranberries. We're going to use craisins. Now I've got my pot back here turned on a low to medium. And I'm going to add in about 3/4 of a cup of these craisins. Now next, I'm going to take me a little bit of orange juice. And now I'm just going to start out with about 1/8 of a cup of orange juice. Now my craisins are frozen. I keep them in the freezer. That works beautifully for me. So this is going to take just a minute for it to start thawing out. Okay, my craisins are starting to heat up a little bit and thaw out some. So I'm going to add in another 1/8 of a cup of orange juice for a total of 1/4 cup. Okay, next I'm going to add me a little bit of granulated sugar in. I'm going to start with about 1/2 tablespoon of sugar. I'll taste it once we get this going, and I'll decide if it needs any more. Just get that sugar mixed up in there. So you don't have to buy a can of cranberry sauce unless you just want to. See, those craisins are plumping up. They were in the freezer. They're coming back to life, plumping up a little bit. I'm going to continue cooking this on a low to medium heat. Now I'm going to add me just a little bit of vanilla in there. I'm going to go in with 1/2 teaspoon. And I know we added granulated sugar. We added 1/2 tablespoon. But I'm going to go in with 1/2 tablespoon of brown sugar also. I'm also going to add another 1/8 of a cup of orange juice in. I'm going to get that orange juice and that brown sugar mixed up in there. Just kind of want to mash some of those cranberries up. We're just going to let that simmer on a low heat. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a like, a share, leave me a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one.